right now as teams are seeing each other, but opting away from firefights. And you have to admit, Shoot to Kill's putting on some mileage here. They are by far going to be the most traveled team this round.
Yeah, they are closing those rings on their pedometers.
They really are, man. I don't know what miles per gallon or how many times they had to stop to refuel, but they have gone Los Leones to the south of the map, over to Prison Island, and now we're up over here next to Trailer Park.
Good job to spot out. It looked like they might have wanted to tease where Friendly Fire were hanging out in, but they spotted out that there was a team there, and they're going to continue to rotate up to Alcantara. As Phase 1 closes, just shy of 10 seconds, and we see where Phase 2 goes. If we're going to commit to Trailer Park like Matt so desperately wants.
Look, Friendly Fire has made they were defending up. They were kind of my unbiased team that I want to see some success from, but even Alcantara and Ruins, Pozo, Trailer Park, Crater Fields, I am pleased.
Yeah, this is really good for Third Eye and FF, who were both dead center. FF immediately capitalizing on this shift and grouping up, and it looks like Third Eye are going to be doing the exact same thing, but Adam might be caught out in the open. But in Shoot to Kill, they see that FF are moving, and they're going to be backfilling into Trailer Park. So again, really good decisions by a bunch of these teams to adjust based off where the zone went.
Friendly Fire managing to regroup and just look at the exodus from Cabrera down the Crater Fields line. Ryan's already had to hop in their vehicles and have to move. Nobody, except for Rats, are passing through Pozo. Everybody's trying to vie for a center location. And I'm going to be honest, I talk about wanting Trailer Park a lot. Shoot to Kill looks like they're moving into it. I want it because this area doesn't see much play on. I want to see how well the pros know sneaky spots, dips. We know that they know the ones around the center of the map, but when you're this far northwest, this is a very uncommon place to have firefights, especially with 62 people still alive.
Nation and From the Ashes running into each other, but they know that this might be the edge of the zone, but they want to get further deep before they take a fight, so they're going to try to separate from themselves. But this might mean that Rats has an angle onto Nation passing by, but I think that road is elevated just enough, and now it's going to be Orion with an opportunity to finish off Tilt Town. Babbler with the first knock, Babbler with the second, Flexi with the third, and it ended just as quickly as it started.
Man, that was just one done. Thank you. Everything just fell apart in a millisecond for them. Okay, Tokyo Manji Gang, here's kind of what's going on. They opted to stop, and that is probably the good call. Elevate's just going to have to deal with that one. And here we go, a Shoot to Kill trying to get more control over this area, but it looks like they are trying to shoo away friends as they've had a team choose to bisect right in between them in Vegas, not hitting some shots that were very needed there.
Yeah, but Nation are still very wounded, so I wouldn't count CK out just yet. CZ here, having to stay on the outside, not able to engage into the center, and an angle is found, taken very, very low.
I mean, they're getting shot by Friendly Fire, Nation. Yeah. You're done, man. They're gonna go down, and there you go. Shoot to Kill, finding kills, because where are they choosing to defend up, Cam? Trailer Park. Trailer Park pays off. See, it's 2 years in the making. I'm so content right now. You don't even know.
You've been waiting for this for years.
Now I got to find a new place to meme about, I guess. I don't know. Zarky has got to be the home, right?
I guess. We see Zarky much more than Trailer Park, though.
This is true. That's why I've always wanted a Trailer Park ending. I am a man that likes diversity, Cam, and we are getting that now as From the Ashes, I guess, in an uncomfortable position, pretty close to Pozo. Most of our teams, actually, I think all of our teams already inside the circle.
Yeah.
It's just about where do we go next? Everybody's already kind of ratting it out, trying to figure out, okay, damn, where do we know that's going to happen after this that we can go to?
Yeah, the last three teams that didn't really have a place to go, well, now they're back to the lobby because Tilt Town and Nation have been taken out. Because of that, not a lot of contesting for space anymore. It's just waiting for where Phase 3 is going to go. All the teams that are around the Crater Fields, they're going to have a good information gathering on the east side, looking at LG, ADR, even Funny Business. But Third Eye, dead center. I mean, center has a value. Question is if it pulls aggressively off of them.
No, that wasn't the path.
That's not good.
They run through the split of Elevate and Sonics and Friendly Fire. All the fact that they managed to at least get somebody into this area is astounding. But guess what, Cam? New circle pop.
It's Trailer Park.
Trailer Park is the center.
It is full committed to Trailer Park. I was wrong. I can be the bigger man and say that it was going to be Trailer Park from the very beginning.
Look, I only said it 200 times. It had to be right sooner or later. Sonics, you're the de facto favorite just because you've already got control of Trailer Park. No bias. Okay,
Oh,
looking to
now-
the east, though, this is going to be
Yeah.
okay. Yoho's got to make a move. Back behind them, they're going to have FB. ADR is holding down position. LG has the high ground looking into this as well. Even if you manage to make it by that defensive line, there's still going to be just tons of other teams stacked up. Hills, dips, how well do you know? Because it looks like everybody's just following each other and it's a march of innings.
Yeah, it's a rough decision for a lot of these East teams, especially. Like, how do we try and carve a path forward? We're also defending from being pushed from behind.
Man, oh man, Orion trying to hold this one together, but it is going to be FB that's coming back down, somehow doing a good job of handling all the fire that is coming their way. LG continuing to press in, Ryan having to deal with threats just being thrown at them, and yet again, one after another. Tater rolling in. Red Rider, you had some big plays earlier, now you need to have a massive one. Do not let this happen. Your teammate needs time. They need to get everything set up, and it is going to be on his angle to do so. Grenades coming out, looking through. It's going to be Gats that provides some support back onto this, but it's just too heavy. There's too many people, and Orion has to step away.
Yeah, Funny Business had a good opening with the 2 knocks that T-Sock got, but losing Bun, losing Keegan, they got to try and stabilize themselves. A good grenade, but just not far enough. Just not accurate enough.
Red Rider's now all by his lonesome, and he is surrounded by a rainbow of different colors. Molotov's going to land in front of him. He is going to end up a red roasted rider at the end of this one. Goes down in 14th place. Yes, 14th, because with a circle this size, we still got rats hiding everywhere.
LGO now sending it all in. They're more than comfortable coming in from the back, and now Tokyo Manji, it's just Wad is left up against Team Dynamic. And now they're going down. Just TMG were not able to find anything into this round.
LG just rolled it into this. They scouted from the high ground. They're like, yeah, we shot a whole bunch of people, and this compound's completely open. Thanks. I'm glad you all chose to drive along that same path. We appreciate it. Easiest rotation of our lives.
You just see the overhead of all these teams here on the East. Elevate with a good position, and Third Eye also with an angle from their central compound. We saw them getting involved as well.
Looks like Sonics do have oversight on what's going on in the dynamic fight. Really, we're just waiting for the next collapse in, but look at that mess in the East. ADR now coming down next to FB. Elevate holding off on one angle, Yoho on the other one. It is just a fish in a barrel situation, and the barrel is going to be in that road, that dip that you can see FB and ADR just trying to cling to desperately. Just anything, any crevice that they could choose to hide in.
It's not going to be Trailer Park, Matt. It actually shifts away from it. Hard shift towards the
Stuff.
East.
It's fine.
There's a lot of teams all fighting over this hillside position. ADR and Elevate both trying to collapse in onto Funny Business. We're trying to stay alive, trying to stabilize, but Keegan does get taken out. It's all just down to Tater and T-Sock once again.
LG hear this. You can see already positioning up. Looks like they might be trying to flank in from behind on this one. Rats do have control of the south, but those hills over there, if I remember correctly, are kind of rough to move through. Light Show also needs to try to regroup with the rest of FTA as with the road running through the middle of this, it's kind of bisected the way that you can see and the vision and the setup for a lot of these teams. You can see that Sonics were looking very heavily into Dynamic and what was happening over there. That let FTA come up right back behind them. And now Sonics, who are kind of being bullied over into Dynamic, they find themselves pinched.
Yeah, this is, it's kind of gotten away from the Sonics in this situation. FJ is giving Sonics a little bit of covering fire in Dynamic's push, and the timing means that all three of these teams realize that they cannot stick around here for too long because they're going to be in a weak position pushing further into the game, even if they are able to survive. Looks like Sonics are able to get into hard cover, but they lose control of the north and the south.
Look at all the cover that Trailer Park provides. A single corridor of safety, and that's about it that you're going to get over here. So trying to cling to life, they did manage to survive for long enough. That is going to be Dynamic moving back into the north. We do have FB that looks like they finally managed to just stay quiet long enough for Elevate to try to move up that hillside. So that's going to give them some space. Now, really, it's them taking shots at ADR and LG, who has moved into the high ground yet again, looking down into FB and ADR is, dude, high ground kings. It is just, it still stays the same with LG. If they can get the high ground, they just take control.
Sonic spot that Dynamic are moving away, at least momentarily, so their attention can be focused 100% back onto FTA. Show's getting spotted. There's a couple of shots coming out from H-Win, but it doesn't get the knock. It doesn't even up those numbers, doesn't even up the odds. Back here on the east side, though, ADR versus Funny Business, and Funny Business, well, they're out of business right now.
It's a moral victory right now for ADR, though, because that has been a skirmish that has been going on for at least a circle or two now. So they at least find some way to right the ship. Now, LG, with their high ground, gets to watch where everything's going to go in this next circle, have a ton of information. Rillo's still holding down. You can see Elevate. They've been doing a really good job of holding down this northeast. Anybody that's been moving around them, they've made sure to harass, punish, to where nobody wants to come close to them. They were even running a 2-2 split that nobody wanted to try with earlier.
Circle is going to continue to center up. That road is still dead center. Ugh. And we are losing the high ground. It is all starting to dip away from the altitude towards the low ground of the flat road. Sonics and FTA, they're going to have to move. And Sonic's able to find a path towards the north because Dynamic was left them that space.
A center road ending in a valley between two hills. This is... We talk about meat grinders. This is going to be bad for a lot of teams. It's going to be Dynamic that just sends it right next to FF, trying to make their move in. You can see Sonics thinking a similar idea as well, but they hear the bullets that are coming out. FTA is back behind them with the smokes out and with that hillside. No real clean sight lines. LG looks like they might be wrapping down to the south and could be bumping into Rats, who have been so quiet for so long now. I think they might be one of the few teams that LG doesn't know where they are.
Snaker scouting out to see if anyone's peeking from third eye. But your note about Rats being hidden catching Luminosity off guard might actually happen because they're not looking that direction at all. But Luminosity, they need to push forward. They can't just stay at that rock. They need to push into Third Eye's building to stay alive.
ADR, you managed to take down one team that was harassing you for so long. Whoa, LG! They just send it. They go, no, we want this compound. This is where the game is going to be won from, and I would not be surprised if that is the case. They come in strong, but they don't manage to get exactly what they want. Let's just go ahead and listen to their comms as all the action is breaking out.
We need to go.
I'm playing as slow as I can.
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, what the? I don't even know if
comms.
They might do something while we're driving. I'm all in the kitchen.
I think there's 3 there now.
One on the wall of the long.
He has shotguns. They have shotguns. It's gonna be really rough. I have 1 nade. You keep your util. Do not use it.
I have 2 nades.
I have 1 and 2 stuns. They do have shotguns though. They have a double barrel.
There's a guy to our southwest. We need to watch that as well. Watch that.
This could be SDK or ill.
He's nading from out. Oh no.
I'm gonna keep smoking out far west. This is really fucking
We
difficult.
play this slow as possible, bro. Like,
Alright, so we think there's 3 in close building.
Yeah, I think there's 3.
Can we smoke them off and get into long somehow?
No,
I don't think so.
let's smoke out west again.
See a guy in the blue across the map.
Can we take bottom floor of this building?
They have shotguns. It's bad.
Yeah, I know. It's really.
These guys are nading each other like
They're
crazy.
literally just in there, not moving. They're just in there, not moving. This is gonna be like extremely
We
difficult.
see all these people in the open north.
Yeah, just turret far.
Wait.
You guys are good to keep turning. I'm just sitting here staring at the.
Wait, if they get
building.
shift, bro.
It's not STK.
Very far, bro. I think it's gonna be
Bro, that team on yellow is all the way over there. Can we someone go in front of them?
I haven't heard them in a
hard
while.
fight.
Yahoo's knocked over there.
With these guys
Am I just
having
running
shotguns,
the
can we
building,
lit? Yeah, okay. I can come in with you.
Did they leave?
Yes.
They could have left. They're throwing you two, I think. There's an S12 here. I'm pushing.
Trying to fucking bar people.
Can we use util? Can you guys use util up here?
Yeah, I can nade upstairs. I'm gonna stand upstairs on the right room for you guys.
I think they're probably left.
Right as the push is going to be coming out, you can see LG realize the fact that the circle is going to be in front of them. They were talking about they're trying to make their push in, but it's going to be Elevate getting the fight with Yahoo on an entirely different sector. Everything is being forced down, and it's going to be Elevate that do win this firefight. But now they have to move down into where the last member for Dynamic is holding, and he wants some vengeance. 10 kills for Elevate.
Yeah.
They are rocking out right now.
Listen, once they found a place to settle down after all that early game chaotic movement, they started racking up the kills and controlling their space. Really good play by them, but back here on the south side, Luminosity, they recognized, they discovered that building was completely clear, but they still need to push forward.
Okay, so it's going to be dangerous. Look, Mox just sitting there with the shotguns. You know that pros know how to somehow manage that shotgun like RNG way better than the rest of us, but it's going to be a very bold push in. Looks like Rello might be the one that's opening the door based off the comms that we were listening to just a moment ago. Glass breaking, footsteps all around. As it's so quiet, nobody else is even shooting right now. It's just really far in the north, but that is it.
Yeah.
This just makes it even more nerve-wracking, Cam.
I mean, it's what, 4 full squads and 3 solos. So only 18 alive in phase 6. It's a bit low population for this time in the game, which is why these fights aren't really breaking out right now, which is giving teams like SDK and Elevate an opportunity to get more space. But LG, they just gotta wait for an opening, and reloading on the roof, this might be what they need to break open Third Eye's defense.
Oh, sneaky angle doesn't get the reward. Now we're going to have an idea where it's at. Can the nade bounce in the direction they want it to? It looks like it is. Good connect coming up from Rello. That's going to go ahead and give them the opportunity to creep forward. Now suddenly realizing who they're going against. Oldest does manage to take down Kickstart. It's going to be that shotgun holding the angle as Box is waiting. Throwables now coming out. That might be a pretty decent molly. Snakers is going to have to pick him up and run.
Oh, but he knows that the angle is going to be held out of the window. Oldest peeks out, and the revive is not going to happen. It was a good attempt, but just like the timing and the way that the zone is closing in on them is not going their way. It's on to Reload right now, and Third Eye know that he's on the roof, so at the least he can try and punish their own exit. But the chances of Reload trying to clutch something out from this position is incredibly low.
New circle has popped, and it has gone very heavily into Shoot to Kill in Elevate's favor. It does look like it's going to be ending down in that valley itself. Rats are going to go down. Shoot to Kill still 4 members up. And, I mean, they're sitting at 7 kills. There's nothing to sneeze at with what's going on from the Trailer Park Boys over there, as Rello still sees what's happening, but he's up on top of that compound. And while he does want to try to get something back into what happened to the rest of his team, every single time he goes for a peek, Shoot to Kill can see him. Elevate can see him. He knows his job is done. It is just a matter of just trying to get kills if he can from here on out.
Richie needs to get revived. Third Eye would love to get Relo off of their back. He's just playing the chaos.
It's just ratting in the worst of ways, bringing a plague upon Third Eye because they just cannot make the moves that they want to. You can see Richie B like, I don't know where to go. I guess I'll crawl over here, see if we can get away. He's going to be able to get into that position. Blue's coming in. Rello, what you doing? Are you just going to sack it over to the blue? You going to go for the hero play? Looks like it's going to be Third Eye making the move forward. He can hear the footsteps going ahead of him. It means the fact that he knows he has an opportunity, but he's so hesitant. Shoot to Kill's angle is such a problem. It's just going to be mutually assured destruction. Everybody dies. Nobody wins from here.
Yeah, Relo also aware that STK are still in the lobby. You heard them talking about that team in the listen in, and they are both up at the top as well as Third Eye. So at the very least, if he can't get any kills, he's making sure that he can't give any over.
All right, Shoot to Kill one side of the road, Elevate on the other, and the last member for Friendly Fire just praying nobody knows that he exists right now. It's red tags versus red tags, and both teams have been gunning, and this is going to be a crazy finish.
Thanks for the arm. What can you do with it? Trying to find some heads. You already got a kill onto a member of Third Eye.
That's some trust. They're giving the new guy the to open up an opportunity. So it is a lot of pressure onto Vegas to make something happen here for the team on his first run in this event.
Where's the next zone going to go? We're about 10 seconds away. There's really no upside for Elevator STK to try to start a fight right now. It all depends on where Phase 8 and as such Phase 9 will be finishing at.
Okay,
it could very well be the center of the road, and yes, it is. It is going to be the center of the road, just off the eastern bank. Or it's whatever. It's in the road. That's the important part. Korosek, he knows that his position is known from at least Elevate.
Woo! That jump in the air saved his life, but it probably didn't save his butt, as that just got massively hit. Korsak trying to figure out how he's going to make a move into this when he could be a big X factor for what's happening. Elevate do have some high ground that they're playing from, but I love how Shoot to Kill is trying to mitigate this, trying to separate out. Vegas sees heads, but isn't being given the opportunity yet. It's Shoot to Kill just trying to vie for this one. They did step away from the angle that Korsak is playing from. He's now just taking sprays into their side, and he's more just a thorn than he is a problem.
Who can click heads first? That's the important thing. On both sides, Korsak. Yeah, he's going to get discovered. He had to make a play, use the smokes to try and make his way in, but now that he's taken out, Ethan can focus on SDK, spots Purdy pushing forward.
Look at this. Elevate has made a push down to the south. It's just going to be Ethan that's holding up on this high ground position, but it's going to be Purdy that's gotten so close. Can he make a massive play to turn this game on his head? He has a great position to do so. The other three members are holding back, trying to cover him. No opportunities being presented for Elevate, but they are feeling it right now. 13 kills, and they know there's the potential to make it 17 and a win. It's a line, and it all hinges on this line that we can see Vegas trying to hold with Purdy Curdy, nade in hand. Can the Damage Kings and the Throwable Kings find a way to fish this one out? Or can Elevate, the new guys of the block, find a way to take down a team that has been dominating so far today? It's going to be a shift around. Hit does hit, and that is going to be Ethan going down.
The nades aren't landing, but Purdy is getting to a better position to finish up and spots them right ahead of him. He's going to go off with the rifle. Ethan getting knocked gives him the opening to continue this fight, and it is falling STK.
This is just standing in the thick of it. Nobody really up, but Honey Badger doesn't want to go down without a fight. Wants to pick up at least one more. Can he keep this alive? Near on no life. Grenade's going to go rolling right next to him. That's going to finish.